Today, I'll show you how to add a drop cap to a paragraph using the paragraph panel. A drop cap is that large decorative letter you sometimes see at the beginning of a paragraph in magazines, books, or newsletters. It's a simple effect, but it can make your layout look much more professional and visually engaging. We'll walk through the process step by step, keeping it clear and straightforward so you can follow along easily. First, make sure you have your text already placed and formatted on the page. Then place your cursor in the paragraph where you want the drop cap effect to appear. You don't need to select the entire paragraph, just click anywhere inside that paragraph. This tells the software exactly which paragraph should receive the drop cap, and it ensures that you don't accidentally apply the effect to other text. Next, you'll need to open the paragraph panel. Go up to the top menu bar, choose Window, then go to Type and Tables and select Paragraph. If the panel is already open, you should see it appear on your screen, often grouped with other type-related panels. The paragraph panel is where you control settings that affect entire paragraphs, such as alignment, spacing, indents, and in this case, drop caps. Once the paragraph panel is visible, look toward the bottom of the panel for the drop cap controls. These controls are usually represented by small icons and number fields related to the drop cap height and the number of characters. If you hover over them, you'll see tooltips that confirm you're in the right place. The first setting you'll adjust is called drop cap number of lines. This determines how tall the drop letter will be in relation to the rest of the paragraph. For example, if you set it to 3, the first letter will extend down the height of 3 lines of text. A value of 2 or 3 is common for subtle readable designs, but you can experiment with higher numbers for a more dramatic look. As you change this value, you'll see the letter grow or shrink vertically, so you can quickly judge what looks best in your layout. The second setting is drop cap 1 or more characters. This controls how many characters at the start of the paragraph will be enlarged. Typically, you'll set this to 1, which means only the very first letter becomes the drop cap. This is the classic traditional style you see in most publications. However, you can increase the value if you want 2 or more initial letters to share the drop cap effect. Just keep in mind that enlarging too many characters can make the beginning of the paragraph harder to read, so use this option thoughtfully. After adjusting both of these settings, take a moment to zoom in and look closely at how the drop cap sits with the surrounding text. Check for awkward spacing, collisions with punctuation, or anything that feels unbalanced. If it doesn't look quite right, you can always go back to the paragraph panel and tweak the number of lines or characters until it feels visually comfortable. And that's it. By placing your cursor in the desired paragraph, opening the paragraph panel, and fine-tuning those 2 drop cap settings, you can quickly create a polished, professional-looking introductory paragraph in your document.